Banks run the world. The rich run the world. They don't care if you're communist or capitalist.
Money, it runs the world. But have you ever wondered who really controls it? Not the governments, not the banks you see on your street. Behind the curtain, there exists a hidden network, a silent empire built by a handful of families, corporations, and institutions that decide the fate of nations. Let's take a step back to the early 1900s. The modern financial system we depend on today was not created by chance. It was engineered by powerful bankers who realized that control over money meant control over everything: politics, wars, and even freedom itself. In 1913, the U.S. Federal Reserve was born, a private banking system disguised as a public institution. Many believed it was created to stabilize the economy, but in truth, it handed the power to print and control America's money supply to a small group of private individuals. These bankers became the architects of global finance. When the US dollar became the world's reserve currency after World War II, that control expanded to the entire planet. Every time you swipe your card or take a loan, a small piece of your life becomes tied to this invisible system. They don't need armies because debt became the new weapon. Countries are trapped in trillion-dollar debts, while interest rates and inflation silently transfer wealth from the bottom to the top. But who are they? It's not one person, it's a web. The world's most influential banks, hedge funds, and corporate dynasties. The Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Morgans, BlackRock, Vanguard, and the shadowy networks that connect them. Together, they own major stakes in nearly every major company you know: Apple, Google, Amazon, and even the oil giants that fuel the world. It's not a conspiracy, it's economics with a touch of silence. In the 1970s, another critical move changed everything. The US ended the gold standard. Money was no longer backed by gold, it was backed by trust. And who controls trust? The same financial institutions that create money out of nothing, lending it with interest that can never truly be repaid. This system ensures one thing: the rich always get richer. In recent years, new players entered the game: tech billionaires, digital currencies, and AI-driven trading firms. But even they must play by the rules written decades ago by the money empire. When you hear about market crashes, economic crises, or inflation, remember, someone always profits. And it's never the ordinary people. The 2008 financial crisis was no accident. Banks gambled with the world's economy, and when it collapsed, taxpayers paid the price. Yet the same institutions that caused the disaster were the ones bailed out, stronger than ever. Meanwhile, millions lost homes, jobs, and dreams. That's not capitalism, that's control. Today, as nations face economic instability, the hidden empire continues its work quietly. They fund political campaigns, shape media narratives, and influence international policy, all while remaining in the shadows. They understand one truth: if you can't control people directly, control what they depend on, control their money. But the story doesn't end here. A new age is emerging, one where decentralized finance, digital currencies, and AI may challenge the old order. Will it free us? Or will it just create a new form of digital control? Because if history has taught us anything, it's that every empire, no matter how powerful, eventually faces its reckoning. The question is, who will control the future? The people or the few who have always controlled the money?